On today's episode of Green Bay Nation, we'll chat about the controversy at the end of the Packers-Lions game and can the Packers survive the next few weeks with their current wide receiving core? Plus, it's time to look ahead to Week 7 as Green Bay hosts Oakland. That's coming up next on Green Bay Nation. Hello, welcome to Green Bay Nation. Lily Zhao here, joining me to chat everything about the Green Bay Packers. You guys know these guys. He's an editor and writer for Packer Report and creator of the Pack-A-Day podcast. Andy Herman on my left, and down there, radio host on 107.5 and 1400 The Fan, Marcus Eversole. So, guys, before we really delve into the Packers' 23-22 win on Monday night over Detroit, I want to ask you guys, 6 weeks into this season, did you predict this team would be 5-1 to start the year? Because I didn't. I really didn't.
No, I did not. 4-2 maybe, 5-1 would have been a stretch.
Yeah.
I was going to make a joke and say, yes, I predicted it, but I absolutely did not.
Yeah, well, I thought they were going to be 4-2, 3-3 at best, like you did, Andy, but they have far exceeded our expectations so far this season. They're currently in control of the NFC North with 3 division wins, and the Packers, once again, up until the very end, didn't lead. I mean, you saw Mason Crosby's chip shot that won it for Green Bay, but that fourth quarter featured a lot of controversy, especially that call on Trey Flowers, which the NFL has now said it shouldn't have been picked or shouldn't have been a foul.
Yeah, and I thought Aaron Rodgers put it best after the game when he said that I feel like it evens out pretty good over the years, except I feel like still you don't have to think too hard, and it seems like the Packers have been on the wrong end of these calls far more than they've been on this end of them, so it's a little kind of uncharted territory. But I do understand Lions fan frustration and the Lions' frustration as a team. It's most definitely controversial.
Yeah, and Packer fans have been there, and I agree with Aaron Rodgers, whether it was a face mask penalty at the end of a Cardinals game that didn't get called. On the flip side, Green Bay against Detroit seems to get some of these. Before the Hail Mary, there was kind of that phantom face mask penalty. But I think we're at the point in the stage where everything is looked at super slow motion on every single play, and you have what happens. As soon as something happens, you're going to the referee in the booth with you and looking at that play. Everything is super scrutinized, and it's just going to I feel like it's going to get worse before it gets better because there's just so much emphasis, there's so much drama involved with it. And we went to the Saints game last year, and all of a sudden there was a penalty for pass interference. We don't exactly know what pass interference is, what a catch is, what roughing the passer is. There's a new emphasis every single year, and these things keep getting brought out, and it's getting tough to watch at times because there's always controversy.
That's right. I mean, a photo that was really lasting in my memory was the one where there's a ref going like this and a ref going like this. So, you know. Well, guys, I mean, Mason Crosby, let's talk about him. He missed 5 field goals last year when this team was in Detroit. Fast forward to Monday night, he kind of gets some redemption with that last-second field goal. It was Packers versus cancer. His wife Molly had it, so it was great to see her with a big smile on her face after that. And also, he had the Lambeau lift where Hunter Bradley kind of lifted him up after that Lambeau leap, or Lambeau lift, as we should call it. Great night for Mason Crosby. 3 field goals.
It was great, and the Lambeau leap was cool. I won't say it was good or much less great, but it was really cool to see. And you're right. I mean, couldn't help but think back to Detroit last year. He misses 5 kicks, and I swear we saw Mason Crosby age 10 years on the sideline. I mean, his hair got grayer. He was so stressed. And to think about that image versus the image of him jumping in the stands after this game, it was pretty cool.
5 kicks, we touched base on it last year that he missed. He made 5 kicks yesterday. And yes, the last one, maybe a little bit of a gimme. With that much pressure, it's never that much of a gimme. Ask Blair Walsh. But makes 5 kicks yesterday in a 1-point game. The extra points, the field goals, they all mattered. It wasn't necessarily just that last kick. Absolutely epic moment for him. And go back to last year. Aaron Rodgers goes to him on the sideline. You know, the guy that's such a bad leader. Goes to him on the sideline, picks him back up. He comes back the following week, makes some big kicks the rest of the season, and he's kind of the hero yesterday against Detroit. So a really cool story.
I agree. And guys, I mean, we can kind of debate these calls till we're blue in the face like we talked about earlier in the show, but at the end of the day, the Lions, they should have been up 21-0 or a lot more in the first half, and they were only up 13-zip. Matt Prater, golden foot for those guys, but the thing is, the Lions were held at only 9 points in the final 43 minutes of the game. Give the Packers defense a lot of credit because those guys really tightened up down the stretch.
They did, and this is kind of like the difference, because you're right. I mean, the calls played a role in the outcome of the game. I think there's no doubt about that. It happens on 3rd down, extends drives, that's a big deal. But when you kick 5 field goals, you're going to lose the game if you let the team hang around, and that's what the Lions did with the Packers. And you just think about how the team's going to approach this. You know, publicly, they're angry. They're upset with the officiating. They're not cool with it, and they shouldn't be. There should be frustration. In the building, though, with the Lions, you know Matt Patricia and Darrell Bevell and everybody involved with the Detroit Lions, they're going to be talking about not slamming the door on the Packers and keeping them down, because there were a lot of things they could have done differently to not put the game in the refs' hands.
Two things that get you beat in the NFL. One is turnovers, which the Packers did 3 times. The Lions didn't at all. The other is kicking field goals when you're supposed to score touchdowns. Huge kudos to the Packers defense for holding them to field goals in tough situations. And then also the run defense. Detroit was winning or tied almost the entirety of this game, again, save for the last play. Yet this should have been a situation where Detroit was able to run the ball. Green Bay struggled stopping the run all season long. They stopped it amazingly last night. Kerryon Johnson under 40 yards rushing. That was a huge matchup we talked about going into last week. That was a huge reason why Green Bay was able to stick in that game.
That's right. And I mean, I kind of want to talk about the offensive side of the football now for the Packers. They proved they have a great 1-2 punch at running back. Jamal Williams comes back from a concussion, had a great day, but I think that play at the end where he slid at the 3-yard line to really run up the clock, great play for him and great day for him on the ground as well.
And I think really encouraging also that since the Packers lost Davante Adams, he's missed the last 2 games with turf toe, it's been someone else each of the last 2 weeks. In Dallas, it was the huge career game for Aaron Jones. And let's face it, I'm very hesitant to say anything negative about Aaron Jones. I think he's a great player, but he had a really bad game against the Detroit Lions. But Jamal Williams was right there to pick it up for him. And you're right, when they're both healthy, this offense can support multiple backs, and they've got a good 1-2 punch right now.
And I think Aaron Jones' first bad game, really, when I think back and look at his career as a Packer as a whole, very, very few moments like this, and certainly a game like this for Aaron Jones. And his guy right there, Jamal Williams, there to pick him up. One of the cooler moments just sitting in the press box was seen after that huge run by Jamal Williams. Aaron Jones is sprinting out on the field, kind of celebrating with him. It was just a really cool moment. You can tell how much those two guys mean to each other. Davante Adams certainly thinks that they're one of the best 1-2 punches. He made mention of that on Twitter.
I agree. And quickly, guys, I want to mention also Allen Lazard. Marquez Valdes-Scantling gets injured. Gmo gets injured, but he comes in and really has a great game for this team down the stretch.
It was such a cool story to hear Rodgers campaigning to get Lazard on the field, and then he gets on the field, and the rest is history. It's, you know, you can be without a lot of guys, but as long as you've got a Hall of Fame quarterback, that's like the ultimate deodorant. It can cover up a lot of stuff, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
These are just the coolest stories because every once in a while a guy gets an opportunity and either sinks or swims, and you don't know when that opportunity is going to come, and you don't know how huge of an opportunity it's going to be. Allen Lazard got that opportunity. He absolutely made the most of it, and a really cool performance and a cool story for him.
Totally agree. All right, there's more to come on GBN. John Gruden and the Oakland Raiders come to Lambeau in Week 7. A preview of that matchup is next.